Hey, no more echo. Thank goodness. Sorry about that, folks. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about a serious topic. Tuesday, its topic is credit, your credit, why it is the way it is, what we can do about it, how to shape it, everything. My goal for the end of this class is for you to understand how you have the credit score you have and how to change it for the better, no matter if your credit score is 600 or 800 or anywhere in between. We can always make it better. So let me just start with a little introduction to credit here. I'm going to be doing a lot of screen sharing today, and I have my second monitor here so I can make sure I stay on the right track. So we're going to go to the credit repair window. All right, and get rid of this stuff. Minimize Randy, maximize the screen. Credit score ranges. So this is one company's opinion. I don't like to necessarily credit them as good or bad, but you can see here that the top range of scores is about 850. And I believe the bottom range of scores is in the 400s. Maybe it's 400, 450, something like that. I know I've seen scores in the 400s. So 850 is 100%, and it's very rare to get. I did see it one time. I think it's very rare that you can keep it. I have very good credit. But we utilize our credit a lot, and our credit score can jump like 30, 40 points in 1 month, depending upon how much of we're utilizing. So if you're in the 740 to 850 range, actually even the 720 and up range, you have top tier credit. You're going to get the best rates. Increasing your score from 760 to 780 probably is not going to produce any significant results, if any at all. Good credit, 700 to 740. Actually, if you have like 680 to 720, a lot of lenders consider that to be medium credit, medium high, like in the high range there. And then average would be your 620 to 680. Most credit programs where you're going to get some money from the government, they start around 640. And to get the best benefits, you need 660. So if you have your own money, if you have your own money, and you do not need the Maryland Mortgage Program or any of these other money programs from the government, you can get into a house with about 580 credit score as long as you have your own money. That's the catch. All these companies that say, oh, we'll get you signed at 580. Yeah, you got to have a ton of money. There's always what they call a compensating factor, meaning if you don't have a right arm, for example, your left arm is going to be probably twice as strong because you're used to using it all the time. Probably a bad example, but you get the point. Bad credit under 640. I wouldn't necessarily consider like 630 bad credit. So again, this is just, one program's opinion of this. But if you're under 600, yeah, it definitely needs some work. If you're under 500, you've probably worked very hard to get there, and it might take a little bit of work to get back. Okay. So let's figure out what this comes from. So that brings us to this chart. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this chart because it's very difficult to discern this. Your credit score is part of 5 different factors. The first factor and largest is this blue section, 35%. So more than 1/3 of your credit score comes from your payment history, whether it be positive or negative. Did you pay on time? Did you pay early? Did you miss a payment? All of those things are going to factor into it. So every credit line that you've had, they're looking at your payment history and did you pay on time? Now, obviously, if you had a house or a rental or something, high level, high tier, they're probably going to weight that a little bit more than perhaps a car or a credit card or a doctor's payment or something like that. But they're going to be looking at your payment history. So you got to establish good credit, good payment history. If you've missed a payment in the last 6 months, it could disqualify you for a loan. Keep it up. Okay. Keep up that credit. Utilization ratio. This is the different types of credit you have, how you're utilizing it. For example, if you have a $10,000 credit line, in general, you want to be using that, but you want to be using less than 30% of it. So 10,000 credit line, you might want to be using somewhere in the $2,000 to $3,000 range. When I was 18, for example, when I was 17, they accidentally gave me a credit card. And by the time I was like 18 or 19, I'd never gotten a raise on my credit. I think it was like $500. And I just wanted them to raise my credit. And somebody told me, don't pay it off this month. And I didn't pay it off. And next month, without a doubt, they raised my credit. I think they like doubled it from 500 to 1,000. Of course, this is like 10 million years ago when $1,000 was a lot of money. But you've got to utilize your credit and the types of credit that you're using and everything. And they look at that as a whole. So this is a huge chunk, 30%, almost a third, where you have to be using your credit. So this is why lenders and credit people and stuff all the time say you need to generate positive credit. Next is the length of time that you've had your credit. So one of the mistakes that people make is they pay off credit cards and then they close them. If you have a good credit history and you close an account, you are essentially wiping away that good credit that you established. So length of credit, if you have some accounts that are older, keep them. If you don't trust yourself with a credit card, cut it up and throw it away or something. And then next is the different types of credit and then inquiries as well. So types of credit is the different types of credit that you carry, whether they be mortgage, this, that, the other. Ironically, once you get a home, your credit will probably jump up 30 to 50 points because you now have a mortgage. And I say it's ironic because you probably don't need it because now you have a mortgage, which is your goal for raising your credit to begin with. If you get rid of that mortgage, your credit will probably drop as well. It'll recover over time, but it'll probably never be as high as it was when you had a mortgage. So the types of credit play into that factor as well. And then lastly, inquiries. Who's making inquiries? What types are you getting turned down for things? Are you getting, whatever? So when people say, don't let someone pull your credit, it'll hurt your credit. Yes, that's true, but usually to a very small extent. And actually, if you let a lender pull your credit and then you let another lender pull your credit, and it's within the same 14-day period, it'll only count as one pull if it's for the same purpose. So if you're getting your credit pulled and you want to compare two different lenders to each other, get them to pull your credit within the same 14 days. It'll only count as one pull. So when you're fixing your credit, it's very important to understand that you've got some bad credit items perhaps, and you've got good credit items. What you need to do is be constantly lowering or getting rid of the bad credit stuff and increasing the amount of good that you have. Okay. One of my favorite sites, if you want to see things accurately, is not Credit Karma or the credit cards or the credit score you'll see from your credit card or your grandmother's house or any of that crazy stuff. You want to go to myfico.com. They have a bunch of different things here. You can get your FICO scores on here, which is your true FICO score, and it'll show you the type of FICO score that you want to get from that would be similar to the one that a bank would get for you. They have a whole bunch of different plans here. This is not affiliate marketing at all. I wish that I was getting paid every time someone did this, but if you want to pull your credit score yourself, that's great. What you're going to get is a diagnosis of what your disease is. Like, you're going to see what it is. What you're not going to get out of this is the cure. So if you want the diagnosis and the cure, then you're going to either want to talk to one of my lenders or one of my credit people. And I'll be talking about that in a minute. So my FICO is your FICO scores. These are the scores that the lenders are looking at. They're the same scores. You're comparing apples to apples in this case. They also have score and credit monitoring. And of course, it's a business. And you can see that you can get the free version, which is trimmed down. You don't get any identity theft insurance, but the $29 a month, you can see your scores and you get updates every 3 months, or you can get updates every month for $10 more. I think this price has actually come down a little bit when I checked this out, and I was running this with one of the lenders that I was working with on my credit. Because we were trying to figure out which one of these sites actually pulled it the most accurate. This was $59, $59.95 a month. And so you could either get you can get this and just do it once and then cancel it, or you can do however you want. So let's just click on see how it works. So these are the same scores that the lenders use. You can see your 3 credit scores. They take the middle one, and then see what they do. They help you to understand where your credit score comes from, what your payment history is. They help you monitor your credit and see where it's going over time. So it's obviously a very cool little tool there that will help you with understanding your credit and helping you fix it. So if you're looking to fix your credit, this is an email that we send out. It is quite lengthy. I'm just going to get rid of this screen for the moment. There I am. And just talk to you about it a little bit. So we have a credit guy that we work with and we send people to. His name is Ronnie Edwardson. And he used to be a loan officer. He's an expert at credit repair, and he will help you with fixing your credit. So here's the thing about helping you with fixing your credit. I said this a minute ago. What he's mainly going to do is assess your situation, help you with the bad credit. He's going to help you dispute it. He's going to help you try to get stuff deleted off your credit report. Okay. And in the meantime, he's going to tell you what to do with good credit, how to establish credit or to get more good credit, excuse me, and to increase the good credit. So you have to do both at the same time. Okay. Now, what's the catch? Well, there is a catch. He charges $600, which to me seems ludicrous, because I know I'm not going to name names here, but a lot of people are signing up with law companies and this and that. And you know what I'm talking about. And you're paying $123 a month or $210 a month or $89 a month. And you've been doing it for 12 to 16 months now. He's going to get this done for you and probably get it done for you in 3 to 6 months for one flat fee of $600. Okay. Again, this is not affiliate marketing. I don't get paid anything for this service, except that when you get your credit fixed, I will get paid when you are able to buy a house. So there is a benefit to me. There's no hidden fees. There's no any of that crazy stuff. Most of the competitors are charging somewhere between $2,000 to $4,000, and they actually never get results. So the last line of defense, if you want a free assessment, you can call us as well. We will connect you with one of our awesome lenders. And what they will do is pull your credit, and they will tell you step by step what you need to do. Of course, you're on your own at that point. They're going to guide you through it, but they're not going to do it for you. They're not doing the credit repair. They're not doing the heavy lifting. So if you got yourself into a mess, pay the $600, get yourself out of the mess. If you have a 660 credit score and you're just looking to tweak a few things because you want to get it up to 680 or 720 or something like that and get the best rates, then probably you don't need credit repair. You probably just need one of our lenders to guide you through that process and take you from, say, M to Z, not A to Z. So I'm going to just do a quick screen share here again. Pop over to this, blow it up here. So if you are looking for his information, I do not know how I can make it much bigger. Let's just see, how big can we make it? All right, that's going to be about as big as we can make it. So you can take a screenshot of this, This is his information. I would not call him at 10:17 at night, but definitely give him a call, or you can go to his website, quickcreditclean.com. Quickcreditclean.com. You can't say that 3 times fast. And when you sign up on his site, it's going to ask you, who are you working with and stuff like that. Again, we don't get paid for this, but this is who he's going to report back to let us know how you're doing. So please put Randy Pumphrey in there if you're going to be doing the credit repair. Drop me a note. Let me know that you're doing it. I'll be happy to go along beside you, cheer you on, and help out as much as I can. So that is our thing about credit right now. Just to recap, myfico.com, myfico, FICO.com. You have your pie chart here about where your credit scores come from, how they are made up, and then, of course, your chart of what good credit looks like. Remember, we're shooting for this 640. If you're going to use the Maryland Mortgage Pro or something like that, anytime you get above 640, that's just gravy. So let's get this off again. There we go. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you need some help, if you need some connections, if you'd like to talk to me before you take the plunge. I'm more than happy to do that. I love giving consultations, and they're always free. Well, for now at least. So I hope you guys have a great evening and happy crediting.